Hello everyone, this is Ming Zhong. Welcome to today's market analysis for the S&P 500 E-mini futures. So in this video, I am going to show you the market recap on the last session, plus a trade review in M3. I will cover the entry, exit, and the rationale behind. But that's not for the yesterday US session, but actually during the London session, currently about half an hour or an hour ago. And that's related to the uptrust with a test short entry. And going forward, I will definitely cover the bias, key levels to pay attention to, and also the potential trade setup for the US session later. So without further ado, let's just get started here. As you can see that on the daily chart here, yesterday we had a very bullish day. So I talked about the spring on the 14th of May and the test on the 15th of May, which confirmed the spring. And subsequently, yesterday we had a really bullish day. I think that's related to coronavirus vaccine as well. But anyway, if I look at H1, you can just get a better and clearer view. So what's happening yesterday was that I think during the London session, I talk about potential long entry if we have a pullback to around 285060. But you can see that the market is so strong that it just keep trending up during the London session and also into the US session. Although it had a pretty narrow range, but still it doesn't have much reaction or pullback into the levels that I was hoping for around 285060. So definitely no long entry. So what about short entry? Yeah, I talk about potential resistance area around this zone. I talk about this supply bar from thing 2890 to 29110. So it's somewhere around there. So I would like to see some kind of the rejection or reaction. But unfortunately, you can see that pretty much on this bar at around 7 p.m. my time, we have seen a very bullish bar just penetrates through the resistance zone. So with the hesitation and just didn't have any chance to initiate a short entry as well. So going forward to the US session, you can see that this is 9 o'clock. It's pretty much it still keep trending up and until it hit the kind of like the overbought channel here. So I just draw up a channel here. You can see that I just join this, just duplicate this demand line, and I get the overbought line here. So the price actually hit the overbought channel here, and that's on top of the horizontal resistance level that I previously already marked up and also mentioned in the video. It definitely penetrates through the 295040 and eventually it tested the swing high at 2960 or 665. So you can see that. So S&P 500 definitely tested the swing high, and on the last hour bar it had a reaction, but it's not that significant. So as you can see that I didn't really have a chance to initiate any trade during the US session yesterday. Let me get down to the M3. You can see that. Let me delete that first. Okay. So during the US session, it started around this level, around 2930. So it's kind of like well, it's nowhere in the middle. So I just avoid initiate any trade here. But anyway, I had a trade review to show you on an M3 initiated just now during the London session. So what was the trade setup here? Okay, let me just quickly show you. The trade setup was actually based on the uptrust, or you can call it a false breakout. I just mark up the swing high. That's based on the day high from prior day, the yesterday high as well. And also you can see that on this bar here at 2 p.m. it just a breakout, but unfortunately it just immediately fell. So this is one of my favorite setup based on this kind of the false breakout or upthrust. So if you look at the M3 time frame, so it is a lot clearer here. You can see this is the swing high here. So this is a kind of a resistance, and you can see that just before 3 p.m. we have a breakout. Right at the 3 p.m. then we have a sell-off. So the reaction here just break down, break below or commit below this resistance level, followed by a test. So this is the rally up, a test of this upthrust. So just right after the test, I initiated my short position. I shorted on that kind of like the doji bar there, and with a stop loss above the prior high here, and I just write it down to kind of like at this localized support area at 2945, and I close it. So I would say that it was a quick trade and quite a nice reward to risk around 3. So that was a quick trade and also a quick trade review for me. Just initiated during the London session. And let me just delete that. Okay, let me just get back to H1 here. Okay, so what's happening now? So going forward, what should I pay attention to? Right now I just mark up these few levels. That's based on my day trading strategy. It's pretty simple. I just mark up the day low, day high, and non-RTH high and non-RTH low as well. So pretty much just some of the obvious level. And definitely if I look at prior high, swing high, then this is definitely one of the level to pay attention to, 2960. And I think immediate resistance levels that I pay attention to is definitely higher up near 2980. So if you look at H4, if I zoom out a bit, you can see that this level 2980 is kind of like a axis line. So where you can see the price bouncing up and down, penetrate through, tested, and sharp sell off. So 2980 is one level that I am watching, and above it, I think if the market is mercy or bullish, then we can probably see 3055 is another resistance level that I pay attention to. I think this also corresponds or coincides with this second up channel that I drawn up here. You can see that it just matched nicely when the price get into this overbought channel here. That's also in line with the level I'm watching, 3050. So actually I'm anticipating the S&P 500 to just keep trending up until this level here. So if I just look at this range here, you can see that this is kind of like a ranging market, and it's kind of tilting upsloping range, tilting up a bit. So if this one is phase C just right after the spring, then if this is kind of the valid spring, then we should see a sign of strength rally. Let me get the arrow out. Okay, so we should see some kind of the sign of strength rally to ramp up. Let me change this color to green, and this should be the sign of strength rally that I anticipate, and followed by some kind of the reaction shadow kind if this is a reaccumulation range. So this is one of kind of the scenario that I would like to see. Sign of strength rally followed by a backing up action to test the resistance and support, and eventually it should just go higher. So this is the bullish case. But if we see some kind of the uptrust scenario or false breakout, just like here, like a breakout and then just quickly turn down, we can just see it again here. So at the moment I have totally no idea, so I just need to wait for the market to tell me. So let the market to show me the true action. But so far I'm still sticking to my bullish view, because I just treat this spring as a valid spring, and this is the kind of the situation that I would like to see if this is a valid spring. So that makes this whole range as a reaccumulation range. Okay, so let me get back to H1 here. Talking about the key levels, I mentioned that immediate levels obviously is swing high levels. So you can see that swing high here. Definitely this will become some kind of the resistance. And further up, then I talk about 2980 here. And if we just so bullish, then the market can take us to the channel overbought there around 3050. But for the immediate support level that I'm thinking, if the market just hit the channel overbought here, that's together with the horizontal resistance swing high at 2965, then we should see some kind of the reaction before it just keep rallying up further. So this is the immediate situation or scenario that I anticipate to have some kind of the reaction, and this is the level that I pay attention to at 2920. So this is in line with this day low from yesterday, and also the channel demand line area here should provide some kind of the support, and this is demand zone as well. So quite a few of the things that support each other. So 2920 is the area that I'm actually looking for the support. If we see deeper test, then definitely it's back to the area that I mentioned from 2890 to 2910 is somewhere around there. Let me just mark this up. So you can just treat it like resistance zone turns support zone, something like that. So this first support level 2920, then definitely second level is from 2890 to 29110. That's also coincide with this demand bar here. You can see that we have a big spread bar here. So these are the immediate levels for the support and resistance. What I would like to see is some kind of the price interaction or reaction from the levels that I'm paying attention to, so that I can just zoom in or dive into the smaller time frame like M3 or M5 to initiate my position. And going forward, my bias is definitely is still up, although I anticipate some kind of the reaction here, but I would like to trade it up. And for the swing direction, if I look at like H1 in a zoom out time frame, or you can look at H4 time frame, you can see that pretty much we are nearing a breakout of this range. So should we see some kind of the breakout and shallow retest, then definitely I think we should see more upside from here on. But at the moment, still not sure yet. I think for the potential setup, just like what I mentioned, I would like to see the bounce up from here, from 2920. Then if I see a bounce from the level 2920, then I can just maybe initiate long position. For short entry, maybe not at this point. Unless it just have some kind of the great setup for me to trade it down. I think it's still possible because I think we have some kind of the support level from 2890 to 2910 here. Even if it fails, then we still have some more support further down at 2850. So far it's still looking bullish to me. And I think this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it and get something out from this video. So if you like the video, just click like and also hover to my name or the picture to follow me. And do remember to subscribe to my channel so that you get instant notification for the future videos. Alright, so as usual, if you have any kind of the questions, comments, suggestion, trade ideas you would like to share with me, feel free to comment it below. I will definitely reply to you. Alright, thanks for watching and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.